Hey, everybody, it's your brother VANSILK. Not in my house. You can catch me on rumble.com, spotify.com for podcasters, and youtube.com. Today's topic is a topic I want to discuss. I gotta drink my pH water. First of all, I don't want anybody to get the headline wrong about me, delete me from old school topics. Because I like to talk about hip hop as a whole. But number two, I'm celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. For me, starts August 11th, 2023, until August 11th, 2024. That's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I'm not upset or mad that BET and the Grammys and a lot of events that's occurring now, celebrating it beforehand. Because, they could actually wait to next year to do it because right now it's still the 49th anniversary of hip hop. You know, it's like my birthday's not until November. Okay. I'm still the same age I was last November I am today. I'm still the same age. So here's the disrespect in the whole culture of hip hop. When January 2024 come around, it's still going to be 50. So ain't nobody going to say, oh, it's the 51st anniversary, because ain't nobody going to care, because all your culture vultures done did your damage to the culture and this timeline. Get that out the way. Let some of y'all sing that in. I don't care what you think, because this is my opinion. Because at the end of the day, most of y'all don't even have the clout to change anything. The only thing you have the clout is to keep talking about the same old things. Topics and interviews. No, I don't want to do an interview and talk about anything from back in the day. No. Let's get a topic. Let's talk about hip hop as a whole. Maybe the first 25 years. I don't want to talk about, back 1978, we did this. No, come on, man. Come on. It's old. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing today as a brand and what I'm doing. And it makes you stay in a box, in a barrel of crabs you can't get out of. Who wants to stay in the crab box? Documentaries that don't amount to anything, documentaries that will never amount to anything, because you don't have the proper people, you don't have the proper tools, you don't have the proper information, because you're going off everybody else's information, and half of them are lying because they have no history. They have a memory. A lot of their memories are gone because they gotten old. Salute out to Shawrock Day. I missed it yesterday because I'm here in Florida. But nah, I don't want to do old school interviews. No, I don't want to do it. Nothing, I don't want no association with it. Now, we can have topics, but to keep talking about the same thing over and over again, it's getting to be redundant. Doesn't mean nothing no more. It's 50 years. Some of y'all wasn't even in the mix like that. You know who you are. But I'm not here to judge you and what you do. I'm only here to do what I do. And what I do, I want separation from the bullshit. I don't want to be part of what everybody else is doing, because it doesn't help me when I'm trying to do hip hop as a whole and move out of the scope of being, as you say, a pioneer or legend. Let me put this to bed. When y'all can't sit up here and acknowledge other things that are going on past your generation, then why do we have to be entangled together? I don't want no part of that. You have to teach the next generation. Some of y'all still want to try to make records. Why? You was never a real artist in the beginning. You was just a rapper. You was never part of the industry because you never was signed to a real record label. You never had the real protocols as an artist. Early on in the game, Curtis Blow from the first generation had that privilege. It only became in the second generation, basically, when they were starting to get a feel for what it is to feel like an artist, to be part of the Black Radio Exclusive Conference and the BRE Conference and the, different radio conference, Jack the Rapper, where the label would pay for you to go out there and you had a representative with you. That's being an artist. Sorry to say that we was in the early stage of hip hop and we didn't get that glory. Now, some of the early artists on record labels like, Next Plateau and Select Records and them, they might have had a radio promo guy. Thank you, and rest in peace to the late Gary Harris that was at Select Records, who went out, Cookie Gonzalez, who might have went out to these events and represented the artists. Some of the time, the labels didn't even want to send the artists, depending how much TNA money was given to the promo guy, how much he was scheduled to budget for, because they didn't believe in us. So you want to have topics, let's talk about something that's going to be helpful. Because if you have the same old conversation, so-and-so did this back in 1974. And you know what, man? Why don't y'all go and have a revival? All y'all chipping and have a revival. Get it over with. It's going to be a big event in Yankee Stadium this year. Held by Mass Appeal and Live Nation. Congratulations. It is what it is. It's going to be a big event held out this month in Atlantic City. Thank you, Charlie Mack, for putting that together. Be in New York, July 21st with MC Shan and Melly Melnum at Radio City Music Hall for Pastor Mike and DJ Cassidy. But what else is going to happen after this is all over? What are they going to talk about then? A lot of awards being given out. Same people get the same proclamations over and over again. People are making stuff up. I would call this more like your Senior Citizen Hip Hop Award, because basically it's trickling down to like this. And I'm more interested in platforms being built and set. Whereas Chuck D created Bring the Noise platform, social media platform, and I'm part of this platform. Culture media is greater than social media. That's what we have to think about. Even though I still build my followers on YouTube, different topics, because I ain't always talk about hip-hop and hip-hop this and hip-hop that. No, I cover various topics, and under my brand, we have the MC Shan Chronicles YouTube channel and the Claudia Jordan YouTube channel, Life with Claudia Jordan. And you have to build platforms and brands. You have to build new followers. See what your analytics are. See who and what age bracket you are reaching, and what's the denomination between men and women that are following you, and what kind of content you're putting up. Everybody has a podcast. Everybody has a blog. Everybody's doing this and that. But I just can't stay stagnated into the whole old school pioneer logistics, because it doesn't grow, because the people that are your age don't even know how to work their social media platform. They don't follow. The only time they get excited is when you're talking some old school thing, or post an old school flyer, or you post an old school song, or I remember this, oh Lord. Everybody's going back into the memory bank from back in the 70s. Man, I live in 2023. You got fake people out here doing documentaries on groups that they have no knowledge about. And they ain't never going to come out, because you don't have a following, you don't have a base. Unless you put it on Hula, they're not going to give you any money. It's all great. But how truthful are you going to be with yourself when it comes to this culture? What's going to happen when all the facade and the charades and the glitters and everything is done with? After LL rocked the bell August 5th, after Yankee Stadium is August 11th, after everything is done and over with this year, what are y'all going to do? I'm going to ask you that question. Where's going to be the excitement? Because everybody from all these companies is going to disappear. Corporate America is going after this. They done put their money in. They done gave the money to who they want to give it to. They don't care about none of the pioneers and legends. They don't give a rat jack shit about y'all. Trust me when I tell you. I've been telling you this for 4 years, but nobody's been listening. I don't really care. Because I'm self-contained in what I want to do. I don't need corporate America in what I want to do when I put my mind to it to do it. But I do not want to be a part of the conversation anymore, because it doesn't bring anything to the table. All you do is put your brand into the, oh, he's from the old school pioneer, or he an old school promoter from back in the day, or he a historian, or, get me out of that. I don't want nothing to do with that. It hurts me. What is there to talk about? The knowledge you want from me, you're not paying for it. We'll just give it to you for free. No, it doesn't work that way. Get it from somebody else who's looking for some daylight. I don't need it. I make my own videos. I put on my own YouTube channel. I make my own stuff. I put it on rumble.com. I make my own stuff. I put it on Spotify. I do not need, and if anybody want to pick it up and cover it, that's on them. I do not need you to help me when I can help myself, because this is my content. I own this content, not you. So you can't dictate to me. When people want to talk about, let's do interviews or whatnot, first thing, what we going to talk about? I'm like, I don't want to talk about the old days. So at the end of the day, my meaning about delete me from the old school topics is basically what I'm saying. Delete me from those conversations, because I don't want to be stuck. I respect everybody, but unstuck me. That's why I don't. Facebook is not even a platform for me. It's not a platform. It's just something that's there. And on that note, because I don't want to make this long, I'm going to make this very short. Delete me from the old school topics. I'm about hip hop as a whole. We're going to talk about hip hop. Let's talk about what Rick Ross, even though you want to call it hip hop, but he had a bike and car show. Let's talk about, what, as part as far as you want to call it hip hop or not. Let's talk about podcasts that are on. That's part of the culture, because everything now is hip hop. So you can't change the scope of everything. Ice-T came with a podcast, and I don't know what happened to it recently. You got Rock the Bells Radio, but then you still got Hip Hop Gods. You got Rap Station Channel. Where's the support to these channels that are out here? So everybody think they have to be on this platform in order to succeed when you have no followers. Having a Facebook page with 5,000 friends doesn't equate to you having 5,000 followers. A lot of people hide how many people are actually following them, because if you got 500 people following you, then you got a 0.0005% chance of getting 5 views or 5 comments. Because the only time you're going to get a good boost in comment in the community that I'm associated with on Facebook is when you put up an old school topic and all the old heads dust themselves off and come out and make comments. Otherwise than that, when you put up topics about anything that is not associated with the pioneering or legends generation of hip hop, they overlook it, and that's why they can't learn anything. That's why they don't know nothing. That's why generations after them and after them have no respect for them, because you don't respect what's going on today. You think every time you appear somewhere, you have to get on the mic. And that's the problem. Yesterday was a day, so many events went on. I think Ice-T was out in Brooklyn. You had the Roost Picnic out in Philly. You had Rock Day out in the Bronx. And you had other stuff going on. June 2nd or June 3rd seemed like a very big day for everything. And then you had Rick Ross' car show down in Fayetteville, Georgia. But like I say, delete me from those topics. I don't want nothing to do with it, man. Nothing. I don't want no association. Yes, I'll talk about certain things when it comes to hip-hop history, but I just don't want to do it. I'm tired of the same topic. Well, what was it like back in the day? Or explain to yourself, explain to the people what you have done. I don't need to do all that. For what? Doesn't matter to me. I've outgrown that years ago. Outgrown it. So if you want to follow me, I'm on rumble.com. If you want to follow me, I'm on youtube.com. If you want to follow me, I'm on instagram.com. If you want to follow me, I'm on Spotify.com. They all are under Not in My House with VANSILK. That's it. Plain and simple. And on that note, gotta go. Peace.